Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Lambeau. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the fan favorite, this is Carson Steele. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll go again with Steele. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
On first down, here's Steele. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And you look at this Packers defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, it's Steele. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
That's out quickly to Bateman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action this time with Love. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Love, they go play action now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
18 yards on the play. That's another Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
At the 17-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
38.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Set. Ready. Set.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Okay, right? Here we go. Here we go. Big clock. Set.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Now he's able to bring to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Love looking to throw it. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brings up
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Set. Blue 32. Set. Go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Set. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Rashad Bateman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Let's go now. Black 40. Ready?
Jacobs going to try the middle. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Packers at 9 and 7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense. That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Fortisano American. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up
2nd and a couple.
At the 12-yard line.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the ready.
3rd and 2.
Striker, 3, 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Packers 20, Chiefs nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow,
Mahomes going to hand this off to Steele. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing. Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now it's 2nd and 10.
down. Yellow, 43.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
65-yard attempt.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Let's go. Cut.
On play action. Love to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Steele. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Steele once more. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On to give it Steele. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Yellow.
They'll hand it to Steele. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 19 yards. And the
Here we go.
Packers first down.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Ready, ready.
Love now. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
It's a gain of 11.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Ready.
2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on, ready.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Set, ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Packers first down.
Set, ready.
1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, it's Steele. Has some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesano and Orchid. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6.
Ken Black, hut.
Up the middle they go. Lloyd. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here now, second and 4. The tight end in motion right. Here comes Steele. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go again with Steele. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the things that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Play action this time with Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A big loss.
He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status,
I think we knew he was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
32.
And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution.